I need to address. I'll just address the Selena thing. First off, they're not. Do some of you have OF? I don't know, but they're not OF
none
girls.
Of us have OF.
I don't
But
know.
I get what you're saying, Selena. Here's the actual issue. So I tried to like switch to trying to book more, quote unquote, normal girls not in the S work industry. The issue is, Selena, if you want to come and volunteer your time to try to book people, it's been incredibly like all those shows. I don't know if you remember like a month ago where we were just getting like the whole panels would flake, and it was like girls who weren't doing OF or whatever. The flaking issue, like, because we'll source locally here. If it's just insane, even if we offer to pay, we would offer to pay them, and they would still flake. And they'd flake last minute. It'd fuck our production. The reality is Selena, if anybody who has qualms with the types of guests we bring on, you're more than welcome to come and volunteer and book women who don't do sex work, don't do OnlyFans. Come and volunteer your time. You guys can secure guests for us. But the reality is it's extremely difficult 2 times a week to book a full panel of like anywhere from 6 to 10 people. So we were dealing with a lot of flakes. It was literally, I was about to take another month off because the flaking issue was such a pain in the ass. So it is what it is. Like, it's really hard to book for the show. It's a controversial show. Like a fucking college girl or girl who has a professional career, even if we pay them, they don't want to come on, or they say they're going to come on and they just flake. So it is what it is. That's the reality of doing a controversial show like this, especially in a very liberal area. If we were in Florida, we could probably maneuver it a little better, but it's very hard here in California. So
what is the complaint?
She's
normal
complaining
girls
that
aren't
I bring
enough.
on, like, there's a complaint that I bring on a lot of women who do OnlyFans or who are involved in. It's typically OnlyFans girls who predominantly come on the show. This is certainly a specialty panel because they're like, well, that's not representative of other women. And some of those, look, it's a valid criticism. However, the complexity that we've encountered when it comes to booking people is like, if we bring on normal average, like girls who go to the local college here or who work, like the flake rate is so incredibly high. So we have to balance, do we just not put on a show because everybody flaked? Like we've had shows, Madison, I'm sure you can attest to this. Like we will have the entire panel flake.
What?
Dang. The
Every
entire
single girl.
panel?
Literally
Every
1 hour
single-
before the show
And they'll do it
starts,
an
I'll have
hour
to go on
before
the
the show.
streets
The
and try
college
to get
girls
people
go
and
into it.
all
They're
ready
shaking.
to get them on.
Yeah.
It's probably just because, I'd seen a couple episodes and sometimes I think that maybe they're like, oh, I think I should do it. And they just don't,
scared.
they're scared. They don't have,
I think it's how it's marketed a little bit.
even their
It's
peers.
also kind of like it's like a
Nobody wants a
normal
gotcha
girl
moment.
like coming onto the show, like, so if you're participating in like OnlyFans sex work,
Yeah.
like you're already like
Taking
way
your
out.
clothes off.
Your stamp donated $100. Thank you for all you do. Brian, you're doing a great
Sorry
job.
that it's duplicated.
Thank you for all
Yo,
you
Vash the
do.
Stampede, thank you very much.
Blessings.
I'm gonna fix this in a sec. Go ahead.
Anyway, I think normal girls who's like they send out a message say, hey, I want to come on. They don't participate in OnlyFans, sex work.
Yeah.
Because people who participate in OnlyFans and sex work, they're already under like extreme public scrutiny.
Correct.
Like,
Thick skin.
like you're known as
Yes.
like, okay,
Yeah.
like you're used to criticism.
It
You're
doesn't
used
matter,
to people
yeah.
saying like, okay, you're a terrible person.
It's a
You
nervous
have no
system
value.
thing.
Yeah.
Blah 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 blah.
But a normal girl.
But a normal
Even,
girl,
like-
like if they come on the show, it's like, I don't know if I want to
What
like
if somebody-
so it's like an hour before the show, it's like, oh, this is real.
Their nerves
Like,
start getting.
I
Yeah.
gotta like, what are the arguments I bring across? Like
Can I-
these people know, like, kind of know what they're
A lot
talking
of the
about.
people that we do
And the
get,
goofy
like the
trolls.
quote unquote normal girls that we get, I feel that are just kind of scared to come on because they'll just like look up the channel and be like, oh, they have a lot of followers.
It
Like,
will
Yeah.
tell us more on
Yeah,
the
yeah.
internet.
internet,
Can
whatever I say is like,
Yeah.
I mean, it's the same
Yeah.
with guys as well.
yeah.
Can I
Like,
say
it's hard to
something
find
to your
guys.
point though about what you were
Yeah.
just saying? Like that just goes to show like sex workers have an extremely strong nervous system, and it's like I feel like we know how to receive a lot of energy,
criticism, too.
whatever it is. It's like we know how to receive and metabolize, and that's one of the gifts of being a sex worker is is that we're intrinsically alchemists. Like we know how to practice alchemy.
We're forced to.
Yeah, we're forced
so-
to. We're forced
It's
to.
high
and
Yeah,
a lot
yeah.
of
levels of
people.
cortisol.
So just to your point, high levels. I literally
And,
was talking about this yesterday.
disassociation is one of my
Yes.
best gifts that I got to
Me
work
too.
in the industry, because that's the best thing that
But-
being an actress.
But what I will say is also to what she was saying earlier, doctors, lawyers, all of these people who have high performing jobs also have to have extremely regulated and strong nervous systems in order to show up.